Hey Super, what's up? I'm doing fine, how are you? The fucking delay on YouTube is insane, Super Boo. Like, insane. Ducks. Dude, I'm so glad that we made that. Why are you glad I started streaming? I'm really glad that we made the voice thing, because I'm going to add a one that I have to say, like, I fucking suck, or something like that. Well, I was listening to the stream, and I said something, and then like 30 seconds goes by. Oh, okay. Dude, we could do hand cam at some point. I didn't switch to AV1. I meant to kick that door. If you stream an AV1 direct latency could be less. I'm not doing AV1 yet. I keep forgetting to switch to it. Oh, do they? I mean, when I switch back to Twitch, yeah. Well, first run fucked. Maybe if I add a... Can I... Hold on, I'm gonna go look. Ducks. I suck. They really fucked you and it's not fair. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. I suck. I suck. Oh, I didn't reset the... Hang on. Ducks. I suck. Hang on. So the thing only underlines it. Ducks. I suck. Okay, so I can reset the timer with my vocal cords now. So if I say I suck, it resets the timer. And if I say ducks, it starts the timer. I suck. There you go. You like my ingenuity? My okay, now I'm going to switch back to Twitch because overall, like, YouTube just it sucks ass. Right? Like, I can fully say that YouTube sucks ass. Ducks. YouTube sucks ass. And that's not to say, like, it's not a bad website, like, for streaming, but yeah, I'm gonna switch to it probably if I can stream tomorrow. We're gonna have if I have time tomorrow, as Tuesday, my whole day is going to be fucked. Twitch sucks, but Twitch, that's where, like, you can actually do shit as a streamer. Like, the amount of features Twitch has, even if, like, some of them you're just never going to use, outweighs YouTube being better. Which I think overall, both sites are terrible for small content creators. Which, I mean, I've streamed to YouTube for streamed to Twitch for years and got nothing out of it other than, like, $500, which, I mean, is more than some people who stream more than I did. Yeah, they also fucked me with no course. And then I can't run ads until August 20th. Which I don't mind, I didn't want the fucking ads anyway. Damn. I can? Ducks. I don't know how that was that fucking slow, but whatever. Oh, it's probably because... Oh, I missed the door. Yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah, but I need, like, if we take my current viewership right now, Super, which is like 1,000 views a month, I need at least, I think it's like 1,000 followers with almost 5,000 views a month. To get into that, which means I would like genuinely, if I wanted to do that, I would have to make actual YouTube videos. Yeah. If you keep uploading your runs, you get more. Dude, I spent go back. Like I did remove like a bunch of videos off my channel because they are just tasteless, like 2015, 2016, 15-year-old edgy me shit that I will never fucking re-add onto this account. But well, even then, right? Like, if you sit there and upload, I know, yeah, because you saw the channel before I moved that shit. Like those early Counter-Strike videos, I would lose my fucking job. I would lose my fucking job. And that is why I have them for me to go look at and laugh at, because just how fucking dumb I was as a teenager. But yeah, those motherfuckers are gonna stay in the dwelling that they are in. Tell your mom to collab, bro. Tell your mom to collab. Ducks. For Dibatilis, we could save a bunch of time, I think. But we got a pretty fucking solid Dibatilis run, like a while back. No, Super. Even like I forget his name. It's like that one dude who does like, she says with what? Well, your mom plays World of Warcraft, doesn't she? So it has to be something that she would be good at.
Go, Huey.
I think that with me, I can pick up like most things and be pretty fucking decent at it. Maybe not good, but like better than the bottom 30% of players. Me and your mom could do It Just Takes Two, the one game about like the divorced couple. We could speedrun that. If you play World of Warcraft, I'm not paying for it, but I'll play it. Like the free version. World of Warcraft was the first live service slot video game. And I will say that with wholeheartedly. Hang on, your mom's listening? Okay. It's fucking Super's mom. First of all, thank you for birthing Super. Second of all, Oh, it's a little 20 is free. Second of all, the reason I think World of Warcraft is just hilarious is because one, like, you know, early 2000s, that was like the first live service game. You had to pay a subscription to play it. And, you know, I mainly focus on PC games, like PC playing and stuff like that. But in the early 2000s, if you were like a PC gamer with a computer that was sole purpose was PC gaming, you were fucking weird, right? And I, you know, I could say that wholeheartedly because ducks. I could say that wholeheartedly. Oh, stop. Because my uncle, who I don't ever talk about, but this is the circumstance that I will, got divorced because of World of Warcraft. Why won't she crouch? Well, I suck. There you go. Well, okay. Now it is better. Like, whenever I played it, it's better now. But when it first came out, she says your uncle getting divorced because of World of Warcraft is terrible. He deserved it. And it's so sad. No, he deserved that shit. I'm not gonna go into grave detail about it, but homie deserves the worst in life. Okay. I'll put it in perspective, the best I can with what I'm willing to talk about. This uncle sold he sold, like genuinely sold his kids' entire toys, like all of his toys, for $100 to keep paying for his fucking World of Warcraft subscription. Ducks. His wife would play with him, and the reason they got divorced was because he was in-game sexing someone that he knew IRL, and she got mad about it. He had like an entire stash of like food, right? And it was his food, right? And so if the kids ate his food, his own biological kids ate his food, he would take away the toys. And so yeah, he deserved that shit, dude. I got a text. What the fuck? Yeah. No, he was fucking terrible. From what I gather recently, he's a lot better in some ways. He's a lot worse in others. But I haven't talked to him since he was in jail, basically. Which, you know, my basic description of him, you can kind of gather why he went to jail, if you catch the drift. So yeah. Why am I getting a YouTube ad? Yeah, I could do the math. Yeah. Piece of shit, dude. So I suck. Whenever I do background checks, they ask about that. And I have to tell them, like, I ain't never committed a crime. Is your mom a wine person? I used to not be. But, like, I used to be just hard liquors. Like, I will actively say ducks. Whenever we were doing the Higgs stuff, I was pretty, like, early Higgs stuff, I was very much an alcoholic. Which I'm glad I'm past that point. So I very rarely drink. Despite every time I stream, it seems like I am drinking wine. And that'd be I've had one job deny me because of that, actually. Because what he would do is whenever we would move, like my family would move, he would put his name, like use our address for shit. Yeah. But wines is my thing recently, and like certain beers. Like I will not drink more than, like, okay, except for July 4th, I was like fucking slamming some beers, but I was just hanging out by myself, like you do. Dude, I gotta start kicking the center of this fucking door. But fucking wines have been my thing recently. And there is a huge disparity in the wine community between a $15 wine and a $20 wine. Because a $15 wine is the driest. Like, a liquid being dry is hard, but is the driest, terriblest shit you ever tried. Or, like, what some of my friends like, they like that very sweet wine, like, it literally says, like, sweet red. And it's the shit that you would never put in your fucking system. Damn it, you fucking... We're gonna go at least to Idor. I actually played World of Warcraft. I don't know wine lore. It's bad. Ducks. I actually played World of Warcraft during COVID because me and my roommate at the time, he would randomly start playing just some fuck all games, and I would just join him on like whatever game he was playing. So I know about it, to like some extent. I just remember, has your mom watched Soda Poppin'? Like the dude who used to do like a lot of World of Warcraft stuff? Because I used to watch his videos. And then he became basically like unfucking bearable for me. Where I was just like, at this point, like, dude's not really even making content on YouTube that's worth watching. His streams isn't worth use watching. I used to play World of Warcraft, it just never clicked for me since it never ended. So you guys watched that, yes? Alright, can I teach your mom the speedrun? Yep, agree. Okay, she agrees with me that Soda Pop is just and I, like, okay, don't get me wrong, I understand, like, everybody's content evolves or whatever, But Soda Poppin', I remember like the huge turning point was about 2018 for me, because I used to watch him in high school. The biggest turning point for me was 2018, whenever he would be streaming and he would have his maids come into his house while he's streaming and clean up in the background. And I'm like one of those persons where I'm actually losing a lot of time. Oh, I suck. I'm losing a lot of time. I suck. There you go. Like, my apartment is not destroyed. I just am bad with keeping up with clothes, so I have clothes kind of everywhere, right? But if anybody I watch has enough money and all they do is stream and they buy a maid, I will instantly clock the fuck out of watching them. Ducks. I will clock the fuck out from watching them. Like, that is why I can't watch... I would never watch Asmongold, but I can't watch Asmongold because of that shit. I can't watch the slimy white dude that's super thin. I forget his name. I definitely can't watch Soda Poppin' because he literally lives with his wife and has a maid. And I'm not saying his wife has to be the maid, but what I'm saying is you live with somebody else that you could like spend an hour or two together cleaning. Like, you have someone there to legitimately support you in cleaning, and you still choose not to. Because a lot of the times, those maids are very underpaid for how much shit they have to move and deal with. Dude, I'm going to one day be able to kick that door. Because if I can, if I live by myself and I can keep my apartment relatively clean to the point you could see the fucking floor and you're not walking around bugs and roaches and shit like that, I think someone who has a lot of fucking free time on their hand could do the same thing. And I'm working odd hours. Ooh, we're doing really good right now. Of me not fucking that up. They would quit. Dude, the fuck thing I've heard about Asmongold was the rat alarm clock. Ducks. Hey, we only lost a second. If we only lose a second on every split, we would be very much done. Cockroaches climb on his microphone? That's insane. His teeth used to bleed, and he would just smear the blood on his wall, and you would be able to see it in the background. I would never take advice from somebody who could easily die from fucking, like, parasitic worms one day. So Super's mom, if I get into GDQ, you're gonna bring Super? My parents live near where they do GDQ, right? So I am making some baked goods and we'll be bringing them to GDQ, which I'm not allowed to bring into the venue because you're not allowed to bring food into the venue. The fact natural selection hasn't come from him yet is insane. Yeah, no, he has like a hyper immune system. Oh, it's a pull door. Dude, I really feel like I'm losing like a shit amount of time right here. Did we get that in the future? If I get in, you're going. I will pay for it. Dude, I told Alexis I would pay for their flight to GDQ if I get in, and they told me no. What did I fucking interact with the goddamn rope? About what? Ducks. One of these days, I'm not gonna lose fucking 10 seconds from nowhere. Stuff like GDQ. Why? You speedrun anyway, and you go on live anyway. The only difference is people could see you. What, you can't get high and fucking go? As long as you're not, like, entirely fucked up, they're not gonna tell. He was asked by them to play Callisto in a hotfix. They just let anybody in GDQ if they're gonna accept fucking Alexis into it. I remember a while back, they were trying to get someone from Call of Duty to do like a Call of Duty run. Be in front of— you can't even read the chat, it doesn't even fucking matter. And those hotfixes got like marginally the same amount of views that fucking Hig did. Like, I think Alexis forgets that they did a run that got 1,000 live views at once.
Huey. Go, Huey.
It's still stressful. I guess maybe I don't give a fuck about stuff like that, because you know, my whole job is I have to interact with people every single day, and so there's nothing somebody or something is going to get me more anxious than I'm already am, like 24/7. He hadn't expected it to.
Huey.
He didn't even know. I'm not gonna judge him. Now I'm gonna judge him.
Sit.
I've known him longer than I've known you. I'm gonna judge him. I think that he'd get better, because I have anxiety too, so I get it. I have bad anxiety. I just don't. What the fuck? Let it affect me. Ducks. I'm also, you know, a therapist, so me having anxiety that is crippling probably isn't the best financial stratosphere. It's not even that loud. I would go solely because I know Meta goes to all of those because he kind of has to. Just to fuck with Meta. I would do everything in my power to mess with Meta. Ducks.
Come on.
Damn. There we go. Super. Not this, next Sunday is my birthday, right? I will be getting a new camera, like the other DSLR that I have. I will be getting a bunch of things tomorrow and hopefully I can stream tomorrow and get it all set up for us to try shit out. With that said, I'm under the presumption that I'm gonna have to remove my desk again, which I'm not looking forward to, because I moved it twice already. I have in my calendar. That's crazy. I was thinking about buying Clock Tower 3 to give it a shot. No, it's not that. Does your mom know anything about this game? Where's the dog? Where's the dog? There he is. I didn't see him. Come on, Huey. She's from this era. 2006? Your mom's fucking young.
Huey. Huey.
Alright, I need to teach your mom the speedrun.
Go, Huey. Go,
Well,
Huey.
yes, I would assume that someone who plays World of Warcraft, that is a video game, that your mom plays video games, Super.
Huey.
Ducks.
Huey.
The more I learn about your mom, the more I get confused about
Come on.
her age.
Come on. Go. Go. Go, Huey.
No, she's not that old though, Adam. I don't know. My mom, right? Did not play a lot of video games. With that said, it was because they grew up poor, and so her first video game console that she played, I'm pretty sure, was our PS2. This was the only game I genuinely recall her playing. Tell your mom me maneuvering over around that was a god tier move that no other gamer could have done. Like this was the first video game I recall my mom playing in my life. Other than like Facebook video games, because Facebook Marketplace was a scam. We lost a shit ton of time. Because Huey's fuck ass. How did I lose that much fucking time? Ducks. Oh, that's cool. That's unfortunate. My mom used to steal from the school, so. God damn. Those wisps this run.
Huey.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so, Super's mom, this game came out like 2006. Right? It cost $400 basically. It is a spin-off title of a title that basically wasn't released in the United States easily. The first version of this game, which is Clock Tower 1, is about $200. Clock Tower 2 is about $300. Clock Tower 3 is about $60. And then this is $400. This game is basically, the premise is this blonde white girl these prices have been set in stone since like 2017 though, super. So this white girl, I suck. I suck. Bland white girl. No, I didn't say bland. I said blonde. No, that describes basically every Japanese game. Ducks. So basically the premise is this. It's not good picking. It's because it's 2 words. I also like chain my words together, like 2 different sentences, and so it's not good at, like, you have to say it specifically. Because for the one for split, it picks up a partial detection of, like, it just assumes it heard it. The other one, I made it where it has to hear it, just so I don't want my timer resetting randomly. So basically, she is, like, very important to this house. Her uncle or some shit, or her grandfather, died, and the castle is supposed to be her parents. Well, her parents died in that car accident. That happened sporadically in about, I don't know, 3 minutes that you see that I skip. Did you ever play Silent Hill? No, I didn't. I tried to play Silent Hill 2, but I was just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I get the whole story is basically an allegory for James being, I think his name's James, the main character, being like a terrible husband who like killed his wife. But and this might be like my take of for someone being like, oh, this enemy represents like his naked wife that he had sexual relations with. I clock out. Ducks. I clock out. It wasn't hard, I couldn't get behind it. Silent Hill 2 is an allegory for loss. One of the enemies is legitimately a vagina super. Like, the nurses is about him sexualizing his dying wife. Like shit like that. It's like, yeah, sure, I get it. Like, I get like enemies, you can look at them and there's storytelling behind them about like, you know, zeitgeists and whatnot of like the storytelling off the characters, like physiology. If I'm looking at something and I'm like, oh yeah, that's supposed to be like the sexualization of his wife, and it's just like a nurse with no face, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just think that I was going into it with the mindset that it was going to be like Resident Evil, and I did not get met with Resident Evil. I got met with like a fucking haunting ground if it was good, and I was scared. You can't make Silent Hill 2 and then make fucking Silent Hill The Room. You just can't do it. You can't make a god tier game and then make absolute horse shit. Like, you can't tell me those two games are in the same universe. That is where the car accident happens. I don't know, I think, like, The Room wasn't a Silent Hill game until Konami forced it to be. Exactly. But yeah, I think my overarching opinion of Silent Hill is definitely tainted from just me not really being like, I eye roll at shit a lot. Ducks. I eye roll at shit a lot, especially. Stop. Okay. Especially when someone's like, "Oh, this is like an allegory for something," and then you're looking at the media they're talking about, and you're like, "What the fuck are you on?"
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I don't want to. It's super. You know how we were talking about Asmongold and like cockroaches or whatever? I just had the biggest fucking one crawl up the wall. What channel points do you want to redeem? So yeah, it's not good. I live in Louisiana, dude. uh Fix what? What would they fix, Super? I wish there was a way to clip that. Uh, the cockroaches? How do you fix that? I suck. You can't fix that, Super. I live in Louisiana, dude. Exterminators, we have them come out once every 2 weeks. It's just we live in Louisiana. Yeah, I live in RE7. Ducks. Dude, we were just talking about Asmongold and like cockroaches crawling on his microphone and shit. Like I talked to one of my friends who lives in the same apartment complex as me. Me and him combined have to kill like a cockroach a week. Just because that's just how that shit is in Louisiana. Like when I lived at the apartment complex, it wasn't as bad, but I would have to kill like a cockroach every like week or two. And those are the cockroaches you see, right? That's how Louisiana is, dude. We live in a swamp. Flamethrower. Can't burn down the whole fucking town. I suck. My theory is they're coming out of the vent that's right there. Or they're coming out of the vent system itself. Ducks. Which my presumption is one of the assholes that I live in this complex with leaves their whole house fucking with their whole apartment just crippled and disgusting. I haven't figured out which, but I mean, I'm just surrounded by people who do not seem to care about their health or cleanliness in general. Dude, I had you'll see molded walk. Yeah. I fucking had I fucking had someone audaciously tell me like, oh, I'm the issue of like why are this cockroaches, and I was like, dude, even if I forget to take the trash out for like, let's say a week, Mom says at least there aren't bed bugs. I actually saw like what looked like a bed bug in my apartment the other day, and I was like, you know what? I can't be fucked, and I just didn't worry about it. But then I realized it was like a small beetle, because you really can't see bed bugs. I suck. I have like a ton of fun, like it's okay. Like this complex just sucks ass. They were supposed to like my door, like you know how your door is supposed to have that seal all the way around it? Ducks. Mine doesn't, and so bugs could easily just crawl through the door crack, and I've asked them to fix it and they haven't. And then my windows that lead into my vanity outside, my balcony, those are supposed to have like a meshing or whatever. And they even were told by the state this needs to have meshing, and they didn't do anything about it, so I get bugs from there as well. Which reminds me, I need to go fucking complain about a few other things. What the fuck? Ducks. But my fucking garbage disposal leaks water, and their fix was just to put a bucket there. A bucket that collects garbage disposal water, which is just, if you use it, blends food. So I have blended food bucket under my goddamn sink, and I've complained about it like 3 times, and they said they would come out and fix it, and they haven't. So I'm gonna have to go... I'm probably gonna go over in the morning and ask them about it. You know, it's the biggest scam, like, hog shit that I am, like, I just hate is, like, let's say you go to your bank and you tell your bank, hey, I want to take out, I want to take out money for a house, like, to get a mortgage, right? And they're like, okay, yeah, like, we'll give you, let's say, like, $250,000. Your mortgage a month is like $850. You have to pay it off in 30 years, right? So that's pretty on par average, right? And then your bank will turn around and sell your mortgage to a mortgage company that you did not ask them to do that. You did not tell them they're allowed to do that. They just are able to do that because you owe them money and they're able to sell your debt. Which I think is fucking criminal. I do not think debt collectors should be a thing. Or like debt brokerage companies like that try to buy people's debt for mortgages or whatever. Cause that's happened to my parents, where we even have like USAA, which is like the government's fucking bank account. And they did that to them, where they sold their mortgage. And it's like, I didn't fucking tell you I wanted a mortgage company. Because why would you even go through all of that process with your bank to get the loan approved and to get this and that shit approved? Ducks. And then bam, they just go sell your fucking your debt after you got all that shit approved. And then, of course, your mortgage that new mortgage company has to follow the original contract agreement, because then you could actually sue. But then they'll sit there and like do some jack fuck shit to make more money off of you.
Huey. Huey.
Well, if they wanted money fast as possible, they should have probably not, you know, paid for someone's fucking debt.
Go, Huey.
That seems like anti-money. I'm gonna spend money to make money. How about you spend money on my fucking dick, bitch, you know?
Huey.
If your mom's still there, I just would have liked to apologize for my obscenities today.
Huey.
Well, they loaned you money they don't have.
Huey. 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 Go, Huey. Go, Huey.
No, that's what a savings account is, Super, is that they genuinely don't have money. The way that savings account work, Super, is you tell the bank like, hey, here's a check sum of money that I have, right? I'm not going to use it in the promise that you will give me
Huey.
a percent, like an AYP, like where it makes interest. And what the bank will do is just spend your savings of money that you have, but not tell you they spent it because, you know, then you would freak out. So they'll spend the money that you have in savings, and then they make money off of ducks, interest. So when you make interest on your money, it's really the bank is making interest. This fucking bitch! How? Huh? How are you beamlining over here? Huh? Huh? How are you beamlining over here? Well, I mean, most banks, what they'll do is they'll charge like 20% AYP and then give everybody like 0.01 of it. Ducks. They'll give everyone like 0.01 of it, and then they keep the other like 20%. No, banks fuck up super hard because they gamble with your money, basically. Well, like let's say you open a bank today. If your bank is able to hit the Federal Reserve level, it doesn't fucking matter, bud. You could retire and die and then reborn and retire again, and you would still have money. I mean, wasn't the 2008 like market crash entirely like basically orchestrated because of like banks overdoing it? You know how people were taking out like COVID loans but ducks, taking out ducks. There you go. Taking out COVID loans, right? Of like, oh, like I have a LLC. The government would send like you money, like let's say $5,000, and then very recently the government has been like, hey, not a lot of these people have actual businesses, and so now they're facing like 30 years in jail for you know, tax fraud. Dude, I'm still dumbfounded. A fucking cockroach like crawled up my goddamn wall. Am I gonna get popular now by like the fucking right-wing grifters? Dude, I am trying my hardest to keep my parents away from like posting on social media. Like they're on social media, but they're not making their own individual content, because if my parents do, they would become the biggest right-wing grifters ever. They would freak they would freak out super. Oh, they're on TikTok now. Dude, I actually genuinely asked my parents, does it ever get tiresome that your whole personalities like government politics? Ducks. Dude, I have yet to hear about like
Come on.
my parents' opinion on the whole Epstein list thing, because they're super anti-pedophile.
Come on. Go, Huey.
But if you like, at this point, everybody knows his ass is on that list.
Huey. 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 Come on. No. Come on.
Can you get the fuck over here?
No. Come on.
Where are you? Where are you? I suck. No. Ducks. That dog was pissing me the fuck off. What the fuck? I'm gonna break this fucking controller. But yeah, did you see like Trump posted like this huge fucking thing about everyone being like, yeah, this isn't the actual Epstein list, and then they're like, oh, there's a video camera outside of like Epstein's cell, and then they like fucking spliced it. No. This game doesn't have it. There's not a lot of games that had that. Meth ducks. Why the fuck did I say meth? Also, to go back onto your statement about like when Republicans come into office, the economy crashes. And it might be like a woke take of me. I think 2 for 2. The both Democratic presidents that we had did basically jack shit with the economy. They were mainly focusing on like social and military gain issues. To be fair, okay, during Bush's administration, like, he was really handed a pile of dog shit, but then he didn't really help the pile of dog shit. Barack Obama was handed a pile of dog shit and at least tried to do something with it. And then when it got handed to original Trump, like first term Trump is way different from second term Trump, in my fucking opinion. Like that's before you had like that major right wing extremist grifter shit. Like we were pretty big then on white room grifter extremist shit, but it really escalated during COVID. Because at least in our area, the economy. First term Trump was an idiot. He did benefit our economic gain at least. Like we did have like an economic boom during his first term, and then COVID hit. And I mean, I don't know. I don't want to blame Trump or Biden about the economy being bad during during COVID, because like ain't no president fixing the economy shit on that. If even Japan had an economic collapse during that time, we weren't getting fucking far ourselves. Ducks. Like during Trump's first term, he signed like a trade deal with China that really benefited the Louisiana population, because we do have in the state like a huge rice and sugarcane farming area, right? I think it was like 10 million pounds of rice was traded with them over the course of 6 months.
Go, Huey.
Which basically got us out of recession a little bit. So I'll give him that shit, because like that's one hell of a fucking trade deal, selling rice to a foreign country when our main export isn't rice. Come on, dog. There you go.
Huey.
But yeah, I definitely think COVID was the downfall of like a ton of shit.
Huey.
Like government mistrust is the highest it's ever been on both sides. You have like left winging politicians who basically are like, no matter what, I'll never trust a Republican governor again, or a Republican person again. Then you have right-wing people who are like, well, we need to get out of the world medical fucking whatever it's called. This is a very early jump for us, by the way. What the fuck is that?
Huey. Sit.
Ducks. They have ruined this economy. I mean, this controller's gonna go through the fucking wall. I suck. I hit L1 and she didn't crouch. I hit L1 and she didn't crouch. They ruined this country. The country's been shit since the 70s, buddy. Ducks. Ain't no one. The country's been shit fucking since Reagan was in office. Probably even before Reagan. Ain't nobody ruined the country. The country ruined itself. If you really want to pinpoint, it started with fucking Woodrow Wilson. Because, Teddy Roosevelt had really, I mean, okay, he did some terrible shit, don't get me wrong. There was no fucking path of it being fixed. You're just bullshitting yourself if you think it was. You would, okay, we genuinely will never see in our lifetimes the United States government being, quote, fixed. Like, you're insane if you think that this is even like a probability. We're gonna be dead before we have, I genuinely believe it. We will be dead before we have a two-term president again. Like, back-to-back presidency, I do not see it happening again. Ducks. Like, I don't know, that's just my opinion on it, is I do not see us having a back-to-back presidency for a long time. Because with how strong, like, one political ideation that we're having, you're going to see waves where you're going to see a lot of the switchers, or like the people who go back and forth on like their political ideologies because they can't keep with like a fucking program. Which, I mean, that's not innately bad, but I do think like middle grounders or like centrists don't particularly like help with anything. Like, you need to have strong, like, I don't want to say strong views, but you have to have, like, you know, a consistent morality during the voting process. But I do think that we're going to start seeing a bigger, like, those swing states are going to be consistently swinging back and forth due to, like, a number of factors. Because I will guesstimate that the next election would probably be, if I had to guess, it's going to be Kamala again versus either Ron DeSantis or JD Vance. And I think Kamala will win by she would get Arizona, Philadelphia, and Michigan, and that's how she would win. But I do not think she would win marginally outside of those three states. JD Vance would be scary. He would lose. Alright, he would lose solely due to the fact that Trump supporters don't like him. But he was the better, like, for them, he was a better option than the previous vice president. Because everyone was like, oh, Kamala didn't do anything during the presidency. I can't even tell you who's the fucking VP. Most of this country's too sexist to select a woman. Okay, well, when your whole... Okay, Hillary was never gonna fucking win. I'm sorry. Her whole thing was, well, I'm woman. I'm woman. And that's not gonna get you far. Kamala had like a decent shot if they didn't do the pump fake with Biden. And that if she actually had like more political affiliation. I also think that there was a huge disparity in Democratic voters this year for some reason. I'm not an election denier, just putting it out there. I think those people, like, that's just like, hey, if it happened, whatever, fucking, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on bullshit that I don't know nothing about in that terminology. Ducks. But I do think there's a huge disparity in Democratic voters. I do actually think that we need to do what, I don't know if it's New Hampshire, I think it's Maine does, where if you don't win the state, you win like a percentage of the state based off of your percentage vote. Yeah, but Mike Pence, like, for in their regards, was a shill. Dude, they were sitting there trying to say that he should go to jail for treason.
Go, Huey.
Now, you know how insane that shit is? You should go to jail for treason. Because he said he was not in support of the January 6th stuff.
Huey. 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 Come on. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey.
I'm gonna kick the dog. This dog just loves being kicked. Can anyone tell me why? Why a dog loves just being fucking kicked? Ducks. Dude, it's every time. Why the fuck are y'all still awake? Isn't it like 3 a.m. for you? You can clip that, but you weren't gonna clip me fucking yelling about the bug. You know, YouTube has clips. I'm running. I suck. Super, this is day 2 of me not getting even close to a fucking run because of just some shit. Ducks. Do a no reset. Super, if I die, right, the game resets itself. Finishing a run is a no reset. You fuck up anywhere and you basically are fucked. I would have to stop and save. It's insane to me, Super, that this run is 25 minutes and the A ending, which is like you beat the whole game, is only like an additional like 30 minutes. If we could lobotomize, I suck. If we can lobotomize Dibitilus, I would, but he's already kind of lobotomized. Like, you can't lobotomize someone who's already lobotomized. Also, if you just stopped in, or I'm bad at shilling followers. Hey, if you enjoyed fucking hearing me ramble, please follow. Ducks. It is not a lot. Okay, 30 minutes is not a lot, Super. We've been streaming for almost 2 hours and I haven't gotten a fucking run off the ground. We got all the way to pushing things room and then I fucked it up. I don't get YouTube sharing, like sharing a video. Well, it's funny, after you finish Dibitilus, it's not as bad. I just mean like who's actually using that feature? Like if it's not for a shit post that I want to show somebody, I'm not gonna share fucking a random video. Super, if you weren't diagnosed with autism, I would have recommended it to your mom. Ducks. Because what the fuck are you talking about? Tracking ID. You'll randomly bring up, like, I feel like I'm autistic whenever I bring up shit at work that, like, everybody else doesn't know. But when you bring up shit, it's like, I really don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, I told one of my bosses, like, hey, like, if you ever needed to message someone, but you don't want to give them your phone number, like, if we're all on the same email plan, you could just message them on the email. And she thought I was insane. And I messaged her and I was like, yeah, you could just message, like, Gmail has a messenger. Okay, does that matter? Like, no, it doesn't matter. That's also how you get your analytics for streamers. Is your mom awake? Also, I don't know. Okay, if she's not next to you, then no, she's not awake. That's conspiracy theory, super. Then yes, she's asleep. I'm glad that we solved this, like, trivial fucking mystery. Ducks.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Cynicism can suck my ass.
You. Come on.
I suck. Alexis, I have no other reason to be banned on Twitch. I will send you the fucking stream and you can watch it. It ducks. So, Black Ops 2 at the start of it, there's a dude burning inside a vehicle, and they counted that as the bannable offense. The AI said that I was streaming gore. I did, Alexis. Ducks. Yeah, it sucks ass. So yeah, I'm gonna basically be leaning more onto YouTube streaming than Twitch streaming from now on. Because I have like a sneaking suspicion that it's gonna just happen again. I am holding fucking left, game. I might actually do that. Because what I was gonna do is when I get unbanned, I'm gonna live chat with somebody. Because you're allowed to do that if you're not banned, right? Because I'm allowed to live chat with someone as an affiliate. Well, Call of Duty, they have a dude who works for Discord who's been in there for like a long time now. And anytime something came up with Discord, I'd be like, hey dude, you ever gonna fucking quit? And he would get mad about it. And whenever it came out, they had like a huge amount of like pedophiles working for them. I was like, dude, you gonna quit ever? Like at all? Like work somewhere like not covered with pedophiles? He got really mad. Ducks. Alexis, follow me on YouTube. They come say some annoying shit, you're gonna follow me on.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey.
Yeah. I mean, I basically completely forgot I'm even paying for Discord Nitro.
Huey.
Well, when they work at the company and didn't get fired, I don't think they are.
Huey. 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 Come on. Come on.
This dog's gonna get beat the fuck up. Where are you? Come here. I suck. That's not good out of context. This dog's gonna get beat the fuck up. Ducks. I don't get how much meta gets paid. If fucking iShow's Speed was able to show his whole fucking cock on stream and not get his VOD deleted, I'm able to fucking say whatever the fuck I want. Well, I don't know what Meta's job is, Super. Because I feel like he has a real easy fucking job. Yeah. I feel like being a community manager isn't that hard. He's not the face of speedrun.com. Stop fucking gaslighting yourself. I suck. When I think of speedrun.com, I don't think of fucking meta. You got something fucking wrong with your brain, ducks. That's something wrong with your brain thinking that shit's super. I really enjoy Meta. He's a really funny dude. I don't know what the fuck his job is. Because like when Pack sold okay, but the big events, and it's not to shit on Meta, nobody gives a fuck about. With a user base of almost 500,000, with a daily like interaction rate of like what isn't like 1 million a day, and nobody gives a fuck about those events if they're getting less than 300 people on it. Like the fucking Ghost Runner 2 thing that I worked on him with. Didn't it at max I get like maybe 50 people involved with it? And a lot of the time don't they like take like basically whatever deal they can get because they don't have money? It's not an easy job. I suck. I feel like Meta is in more meetings than he is doing an actual job. Yeah, he has to have a second job because he's underpaid. But I feel like it's still an easy... If it was a hard job, he wouldn't have a second job. Ducks. Because he gets to go to GDQ and ESA for free. Like, all paid expense trip. I'm pretty sure. They don't even write articles anymore because that was like the original thing. When's the last time you saw a speedrun.com roadmap? Because wasn't it like, yeah, that's what I was saying. Whenever Pack sold SRC to ELO for like, I think it was like $2 or $3 million or some shit like that. They made like a whole fucking roadmap of like, here's everything that we're gonna work on. And then that one lady was the community manager, and I don't think he told me he did. Whenever he went to one of them a while back, like whenever he was going to ESA, he said that they covered it. But like that first lady, I don't remember her name at all, was the community manager, and then she basically got shit down her throat, which I mean, not her fault, but at the same rate, like, what do you think was going to happen when you basically sell an entire website to a corporation that at that point in time had a pretty bad representation because they basically like destroyed like a World at Warcraft website that they bought, that they made entirely subscriptions, and then I suck. They made entirely a subscription-based thing when it was originally free. I suck. And then the first thing that they do with SRC is go, hey, yeah, we're gonna fix the back end of shit, and then spend over fucking 3 years doing it. Which I get. The code was originally spaghetti because anybody was basically able to pull request shit into it. Ducks. But you would think a company that has at least financial backing enough to have someone partially spend full time working on the website would take fat, like, at that point, just rewrite the whole fucking website and just make, like, something to convert the data over. Like, why even fuck with rewriting it? Like, why even fuck with de-spaghettiing it? It would be too much effort to rewrite it. If some fucking asshole in his mom's basement can fucking write a website within 5 years, I think you could as well. That's basically what they did. It shouldn't have took 3 years. They could have done it in 6 months. If they actually put, like, hard-ass effort into it. But then Meta's like, oh, there's not that many people working on it. And then how the fuck did you buy the website? You know? Maybe it wasn't as much as I thought it was to purchase it, but it definitely wasn't cheap. Especially now when they have like 20 ads on the fucking website and a subscription thing. Which when Meta told me when they do those like challenge run things, ducks. The company is basically like not Elo, but the company that's selling that game is paying all of that shit out of pocket and a licensing fee for them to like advertise it on SRC. I almost like had a fucking aneurysm. Because that shit also falls into line of Meta is the one who picks those deals, right? Like at the end of the day, like if Meta's not interested in that shit, he's not fucking taking those deals. Or maybe he like he sits there and tells every single buddy like, yeah, I really like this game. But like whenever they had that like the equivalent of like a Game Maker 3 studio game that he was like, yeah, this is really good, you should give it a shot. And then I bought it, played it for 5 seconds, went, oh, this is like actual dog shit writing. I refunded it and told him like he's insane. Which I get, like, I remember I asked Meta, like, hey, can I run one of those? Like, I'll sit there and, like, I'll completely pay for the rewards. I don't remember the fucking game, Super. That's how unremarkable it was. I remember I told Meta, like, hey, I would pay for the rewards if you guys would just let me run one, and he's like, oh, you would still have to pay us to do it. And I was like, why the fuck would I pay you to do something that should be automatically a feature in the first place? But yeah, I was like, hey, I want to run one of those competitions for like just some bullshit game. I have like $1,000. Can I like do that? And he was like, oh, you would have to still pay Elo like an extra $1,500 to run it. And I was like, to run fucking what? To have Meta go on a fucking Twitter account to tweet out about a goddamn challenge and to post it on Discord. $1,500, you can suck my ass. Ducks.
Huey. 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 Go, Huey.
Okay, well, they also had games on there. They had fucking, didn't they have Robots 2 on there? I mean, Robots 1 on there?
Huey. 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 Go, Huey.
Super. Robot? The fucking Disney movie did not get paid the licensing fee. You're full of fucking horse shit with that.
Sit.
Like, I do think Meta's job can be stressful. Like, don't get me wrong. Ducks. But if my entire job was basically I send a fucking email, I wouldn't be too upset about it. Like an email, a tweet, a meeting, I wouldn't be too upset about it.
Huey.
It was like some random game, dude. It was like a game that's been out for like a long while. Yeah, Aliens versus Predators 2. Ducks.
Come on.
Which, yeah, if I was going to do a challenge run thing, right? And just for the fuck of it, I would make it haunting ground. I'd imagine one of the owners paid. I don't think so. I don't believe that shit for a minute. Super, you're allowed to fucking host a challenge run all you want without having to pay the rights for it. Do you think Moist Critical got the rights from fucking Microsoft to run a challenge run for almost $10 million? No. And I'm pretty sure Microsoft would sue the fucking asshole off of him.
Huey! 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 Huey!
And neither would Elo.
Come on.
Like, I found out Meta doesn't even do, like, moderation anymore. Like, he has nothing to do with the moderation team.
Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Huey. Huey.
Ducks.
Huey.
Hey, you don't have to call me out like that.
Come on. Go.
I thought it was because he basically does favors for all of his friends. Because that would have been my theory. Because to be fair, I used to ask him, like, dude, can you just have me a mod on this fucking game?
Go, Huey.
I don't know, I like Meta. Like, he's a really cool dude. And I wish that he had an easier job. Or, like, at least got paid more so he didn't have to work 2 jobs. But SRC is a pile of dog shit. And no amount of money is gonna fix that. I tried it for Sniper Elite 3 and he told me no. He told me I had to request it and then someone requested it. Okay. I am full on for Sniper Elite. I am moderator for like half the fucking games. And they're like, no, you have to have a run on this. I'm the fucking series mod. I can add a new series. Like, they don't do series mods anymore, right? Ducks. They don't add series mods anymore, right? I'm a series mod. And they're like, no, you have to have a run for Sniper Elite 3. And then give it to some fuck-ass asshole who doesn't even play the game. He played it just to get moderator. $360. I actually don't know which way's faster. I don't think this way's faster. I have not verified a single Sniper Elite run in probably 5 years. Zeko does all of that shit. I just fix up the game board for him because he doesn't have time to. Go look at fucking Remember Me, dude. Not Remember Me. Go look at, I don't remember the game. I speedrun the game in 2018. I'm the only active runner. I'm probably the only person who played that fucking game. It was a really good premise, but it's just all cutscene. Like, there's no gameplay aspect of it. No. Six hours of loads. Uh, 18 hours. Super, I'm not playing a guessing game with you. You could either type it or don't. $2 days, fuck that. Ducks.
Huey! Huey!
You fucking dog!
No!
I suck. That fucking... I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Wrong fucking button. What's even my PB? I don't even fucking know. What's my PB? Uh, 2631. And they get better than a 2613, 16. Ducks. Okay. I'm not making those mistakes where I can't hit a fucking button. So it's easier to get all achievements than 100%. Hmm. Ducks. So you're telling me the speedrun for Detroit Become Human, someone is playing the game for 48 hours straight, and that's it? Like, how do you even remember how to get all the endings? And that, like, you're basically following a gameplay script the whole time. Made a gameplay guide. Ducks. Isn't that when she's in the house and the dude gets mad again and destroys her? That was a hit. You heard it? That was a hit. We all heard the hit. We all heard the hit, huh? I'm pretty sure I heard a hit. Ducks. Ducks. Isn't Connor the robot that does like a random coin flipping thing, and then like the game basically like denounces that entire like cinematic that they used for like advertisement? Because like the atmosphere of the game in that beginning level where you play as Connor is entirely different from the atmosphere for the rest of the game. Yeah, that's why the game's ass. If you kept the atmosphere from the intro cinematic, it would be a lot better. That's hilarious. I've never had Dipatilis spot us there. And I think he can overwrite that cutscene that happens right there. Ducks.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey.
No, that's funny.
Huey.
I mean, you have to do it for 100%, don't you?
Huey. 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 Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. Go, Huey. No. Go, Huey. Go, Huey.
Go! This fucking dog is pissing me off, man. Yeah. Ducks. Oh. I didn't even start. What the fuck? Headphones. I don't give a fuck you're dying, dude. Everything is always dying. Like, if it's not this, it's not that. It's not that, it's fuck this. It's not my goddamn mouse, it's my goddamn headphones. If it's not my goddamn headphones, it's my fucking phone. If it's not my goddamn phone, it's my fucking watch. If it's not my fucking watch, it's everything goddamn else. Why can't things have longer batteries? We live in 2020 fucking 5, and we can't figure out the battery situation. Like, holy shit. Ducks. I didn't skip the fucking cutscene. I suck. Okay, this is the last attempt. Lithium ion was a danger. Fuck it. I don't care. Make the batteries better. Shit should not die within 24 hours. It's even 36. Ducks. We should be getting, right now, batteries that last a fucking month. I have wireless headphones because I don't like wires. I would never get a wireless keyboard though, because that's just next level latency on that shit. I have yet to have a wireless keyboard that didn't have insane latency. No, it's not. Okay, there's very rarely sound latency. Ducks. I rarely have issues with Bluetooth headphones, Super. I've used solely Bluetooth headphones for years. I have it does both. You can do a dongle or you could use Bluetooth. Right now I'm using Bluetooth. I can't use the dongle right now. Because I have the choose. I can either have video capture and you can actually see the run, or I have the dongle. At Super, there's no latency. Your brain will pick up latency for video, like audio, faster than it would for video. Because your eyes have a longer latency than your ears do. Ducks.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna notice that. Super, I swear to God, sometimes you just have like no listening comprehension. Or like your brain just does not like comprehend words that are being like spoken to you. Your brain, right, and your eyes have a latency, right? The latency between your eyes and your brain is more than the latency between your ears and your brain. So you will notice an audio latency faster than you would notice a video latency. Your ears to your brain has like the latency between those two is so marginal. You do not notice. You will never notice it. You would absolutely never notice it. Yeah. So for me to be eligible for ads, right? I would need 200 and I would need 500 subscribers and an additional you would need 3,000 watch hours of content or 3 million views on shorts. Super. I've had this channel since 2018, 2015. I'm pretty sure. 2016. December 27th, 2016. I've have only amassed 100,000 views. You can clear it. You could do that. You go do that. I don't even know how long ago that was. Oh, I found it. I don't even know how you download shit like that. Edit video. Clips. You always recommend shit I don't want to fucking download, Super. Can't you just recommend something fucking normal? If I have to download something super and you recommend me one more thing, I'm gonna fucking freak my shit out on you. Well, then why? Wake your mom up. I'm gonna have you get tested. Okay, and then I have to download a whole bunch of other shit super. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And what else do you have to download to do that stuff, super? Because it's a Python base, isn't it? Huh? So you have to download Fmpeg, huh? Which means I have to go find Fmpeg. And it doesn't download clips, super. No, it's an exe. I just fucking downloaded it. Well, is that why it's not working, super?